Hello, hello. May peace and blessings be with you. It is my pleasure to have the beautiful, beautiful Laura Trenum from Living Your Max Life with me today. Laura, it is such a blessing, such a gift to have you in my community, but also to have you here live with me. We are going to dive deeper about talking about living your max life, how we are able to do that, what are some of the tips that you have for us, and what are some of the supplements that you want us to try. So let's dive right in. Laura, would you like to introduce yourself? Because I've done a very brief introduction, but I really want you to tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started with MaxxLife.
Okay. Thank you, Timmie. I'm so excited to be here. This is just such a great opportunity. So thank you for having me. This is so much fun. So my name is Laura Trenum, as Timmie said, and I am a wife, mother, and grandmother, and I stay very busy. My husband and I, my husband owns a water well drilling business here in DeLand, Florida, and has for like over 40 years. And I actually started a banking career back in, I think, 1988. Seems so long ago. But I held that career for 23 years. And when the economy crashed, I was a commercial lender, and I helped individuals start their businesses and grow their businesses, and I nurtured them, and I had my clients that I took care of. And when the economy crashed, I found myself going from being to lending and helping and creating businesses and growing businesses to now taking businesses back, or foreclosing, or becoming a collector. And it was horrible. It was horrible. And so I would literally come home crying every day. And it was just a terrible time. So, and it got to the point to where we still needed to make loans, but we couldn't get loans approved. So it came to the point that either I was going to lose my job, they were going to get rid of me, or I was going to make the move. And so it was a hard decision. There was a lot of other things that happened in that time period of my life then too, divorce and different things that happened. But right after that, during that period, back in 2010, in 2009, I actually got with my husband now. So we got together in 2009. And in 2010, Tuck was introduced to an owner of a business that was a network marketing business. And we've never done one of these before. We've never been involved in one of these before. My husband had a few times, but it was, back in the day when it was like, you didn't want to do those things. And so, but because we met the owner, and because, it was a new company, we decided that we wanted to do that. And that was 14 years ago. It was back in 2010. And so we decided to join. We decided on what if. We didn't know anything about the products. We didn't know anything about the people. We didn't know anything really about the industry. And so we decided to join. And we were very excited about the results that we were getting and the things that were happening. And so 1 year later, in 2011, I was able to leave my current job as a banker. I was able to substitute my income, and I was able to have the freedom to then start to grow this business. So with that being said, I tell you that story because with that being said, we're now 14 years later, and things have changed, and we've become more in the digital world and more in the, online business and that kind of thing. And so I wanted to start my brand, which is Living Your Max Life. And my husband and I'm 57, he's 62. And, we're at that age where we want to live our max life. And my husband does live his max life. He golfs and races and hunts and, all these things. And he's enjoying it. And I have a great time with my grandkids, and we do lots of things together. But But there's other things involved as far as how we take care of ourselves and what we do to bring us joy and those kinds of things. And so that's how living your max life kind of came about. It's just a fun way for me to share with others what they can do and just tips. I'm not an expert. I'm not, I'm not an expert by no means on any area, but we do like to have fun and we do like to help other people feel better and be able to do, do some things in their lives as well. So that's kind of how living your max life came about. Yeah.
Laura, I just love you. You have such a positive presence, and every group that I'm with you in, I feel you're so grounded, and you're always looking for the positive. You're always looking for the silver lining in everything. And just when I hear about your backstory, when things were so difficult, right? Things were so hard. I bet that you were still looking for the positive. You were still looking for the silver lining, and you just kept, going after that. And what a blessing to find something that you can do that you enjoy doing, and it also, supplements your income. And now you're able to do that with other people, teach them how to do it, how to, create their own brand and start their own thing, while offering something to the world that is so positive, that is so like life-giving and energy giving. So it is just so fantastic.
Yes, I love it. I absolutely, it's kind of funny because I never would have saw myself in this position, right? I never thought that it would grow to this spot. And it's just exciting. It's so fun to be able to meet people like you, and we'll talk about that, but you're such an intricate part of this whole thing and how to make all this happen. And so you've been such a blessing to me. It's very exciting to see where this is going to go. And when you talk about always seeing the positive, I remember a time back in my banking years, one of my friends who was a coworker, she said to me, Laura, you're like the girl that with the rose-colored glasses. Like, you just only see the good. And I thought to myself, because it kind of hit me at first, and I thought, well, you know what? How can you not be? I mean, you have to be that way, or you'll sink. Because there's always something good that's going to come out of it. No matter what bad you're going through, something good is going to come out. One door closes, another one opens. And so once we learn that and understand that, it makes life much easier. So it's kind of funny though. She's like, you're the girl that wears the rose-colored glasses.
I totally see that, and I get to experience that with you all the time, right? My mom says something similar about me too. She's like, how can you like just see the positive all the time, So she's like, it's like nothing brings you down. It's like, no, I see the negative too, but I choose to like focus on the positive,
Right.
And I see you exactly like that. So it's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
My friend.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah. So Laura, I know that people must be wondering, how do you and I know each other? Like how we connected. So you want to just, briefly share that?
Yes.
How did you find me?
Okay. So because I was wanting to take my business, my brand, Living Your Max Life Online, I am not a tech person by no means. And I struggled because I had all these great ideas in my head, and but how am I going to get it there? How am I going to do it? Like there's so many little pieces to it. And through Michelle's group, I reached out and joined Michelle's group, and that's just been phenomenal. And through that, there was Timmie, who does all things tech, and it simplifies it for everybody. And so it was like an epiphany, like, oh, that's the piece that I need. That's what I need. And so yeah, Timmie, so I joined you in your first mastermind. I'm so happy, proud to be, like, I could call myself a founder, maybe like a founder of the first mastermind. And that was so powerful. It was so powerful, and it taught me all the things that I needed to make this happen. And so going from knowing nothing to having that and be able to put all the pieces into play was just, I'll just say it was a godsend, because it was just, that was what I needed to get to that next spot. And there was so much more that came from it, Timmie. I mean, those masterminds, it was just so much more than just tech. It was just, collaboration and just the team. be able to bounce ideas off and different things and how put things together. And even looking at other people's um, pages that they came up with and that kind of thing and just getting ideas. It was, yeah. So God put you in my world, Timmie. And I thank God he did. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I am the grateful one here, Laura. It's like souls like you that really makes me want to keep showing up and doing the work, right? I feel like we're in this every single day together, and it's just such a blessing, such a cool thing to do this together. And Michelle Cunningham, a huge shout out to her. She is such a blessing to so many, right?
Yes.
Because she really was the one who gave us all permission to go pursue a path we see for ourselves, right? So when I started, I was doubting, right, if like tech is even the thing for me, like if that is what I should pursue or not. But she really helped me just show up just the way I am, right, without trying to be someone else, right? Say things in my own voice, even if the topic has been covered by other people and stuff like that. So just her allowing us to, show up, be authentic, be vulnerable, be ourselves, I think was such a blessing. And just, finding my path through that, and then finding people like you in my group, right? And just being close to you and seeing what are the things that I may be able to help with and stuff like that. So even the mastermind, I feel like each mastermind is a totally unique experience for the people in it, right? Because it's really created for the people in the room at the time, right? So because I run it live all the time and I'm answering questions, I'm basically meeting everybody where they're at, right? Sometimes we're, going fast and we have lots of things built. Sometimes we're in the middle. Sometimes we're just starting out, right? So just being able to pick up where everybody is and then helping them with the, specific tech pieces and other things to get the programs launched. It's just, I feel like my life is like a, it's like, I feel like I'm living the dream. So thank you for trusting me, and thank you for, being a founder of my program. It's just been amazing.
Yes. And it's, I have to say that there's so many different people, like I've been in a couple of the masterminds now. We're in their second one. And this is a continuing thing. And so what's so nice about it is that you're just not in it and then you stop. You're in it and you continue. And it's so helpful because we all do something different, but we're all doing something different, but we're doing the same thing. It's just looks different. And, and so it's really, I couldn't be where I am right now, Timmie, without it. And it's just, I'm hooked. I am hooked. And I'm like, yes, every week we're meeting and I love it. So yeah, I totally 100% for anybody out there that is looking for something like this, it is your ticket to get you to the next spot.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Laura. Thanks so much for that. So, Laura, I know that you are a fellow multi-passionate human being. I feel like I attract a lot of multi-passionate people in my group, right? And one of the struggles that we have is like just picking one thing, right? Because we have so many interests and so many things that we are passionate about and want to create in the world and want to integrate in whatever we are building and creating. So tell us a little bit about, give us a little glimpse into your life. What are some of the things that you're passionate about? What are some of the activities when you're participating in it that you just lose track of time? Because there is so much more to Laura than, talking about living your max life just through supplements and stuff like that, because
Right.
you're like a whole package. So bring us into your world.
Okay. So I am, what do I love to do? I love to, if you asked others around me, I love to cook. I love to entertain. And I do get lost in that. So that is just something that I've just always liked to do. And in fact, we've got a huge event out there, and some of you that might be watching that know us, we've got a huge event that we're doing on June 8th for the Children's Cancer Foundation. And it's a fundraiser, and we've got a great friend who had stage 4 melanoma, and he's a survivor, and so he just joined the Great Loop Challenge, and he's going to he wants to break the world record, and he wants to raise $1 million for this. And so we're throwing a huge event here at our home, and we're super excited about that. So I just love to do that. I love to entertain. I love to, um, they say my home is super important to me. So they say if you build it, they'll come. And so I do. And I love for people to be here and for people to enjoy and be happy. And I love to make lots and lots of food. And I always make way more than we really need. But that's what happens because I just can't help myself. So I just get lost in it. And my friends say, Laura, you don't have to have that much. Yes, I do. And so that's probably one of my biggest passions is cooking. I'm also a grandmother and I love my grandchildren and I do a lot for them. I love my family. Um, and so, and I love to go for walks. I love to go running. I love to garden. I love to, I've got my little herb garden growing out there. So, so it's a lot of fun. I just enjoyed life, right? I enjoyed just to see, like you said, the positive. I think it's the creation part when you're cooking, it's the creation. And so if you were to ask me who my favorite stars would be or who I would follow or that kind of thing, which I know you weren't going to, I would be the Food Network. It would be, some of the chefs on there because I just enjoy and seeing the creativity and seeing the things and it gives me ideas and it's like, oh, yes, I can make that. And when something turns out really good, it's like a piece of art, right? When my husband it lights up his face, I'm like, he does like it. He likes it then, I know exactly. So I don't know. Those are some of the things. And I think with what we do, it all kind of falls into place. So as we get older, we try to find healthier things that taste good, which can be difficult sometimes, right? But yeah, so that's what I love to do. That's a little bit about me.
Love it. So we have Ricardo Leon joining the conversation. He is saying, what a great cause. I completely agree. Ricardo is a fellow certified high performance coach, and he does so many amazing things. He really helps people overcome their limiting beliefs, and he runs a lot of different workshops and things like that. It is just so cool what he does. So Ricardo, thank you for being here with us. So Laura, where my mind goes when I listen to all of that, you live a very, very busy life, woman. So I know that having energy is such an integral part of that. And, having the motivation, you're a, positive person, but still having the energy to be able to do all of the things, right? So talk to us about some of the things that you're doing for your renewing your energy and feeling that high vibrancy and vitality. What are some of the things that you're using? Maybe some of the supplements that you're taking, maybe your workout routine or something like that. What are some of the things that are working for you?
So there's a few, but there's a couple that I have never stopped for the last 14 years. And we just went through some rebranding and they've just did some reformulation and made something that was already good even better. So there's a couple things that I can share with you. But there's also some other tips and things that I've put together for people to, always probably, but no matter where you're at, whether you're raising children right now, if you're helping with grandchildren, if you're, whatever the case may be that you're doing in your life or in your season right now. It's really hard for us to have energy and sleep, and our foods are so depleted that supplementation is really important for all of us because the soils and so much of the pesticides and so many of the different things that come through in our foods just isn't good. And so we all try to find a way to find something that's good for us that can give us the energy. And the biggest thing is you're not having enough energy, especially if you don't sleep at nighttime. And so it's all like it's a cycle, right? You go to bed, you can't sleep, you get up, you don't have any energy, and it just keeps going on. So I have something that I've been taking for the last 14 years that I take for energy during the day and I take for sleep at nighttime. And I'll be happy to share those with you. But I also, I decided to, within this Living Your Max Life, I was like, how do I want to share this? How do I want to help people in that way? And so I decided to put a guide together, and it's just some tips. It's just a guide on energy and sleep and different things to do, and cultures of sleep, science of sleep, just all things, about it, and just tips to kind of help somebody. And maybe, a couple of those in there will help someone. And I kind of introduce our couple of our supplements in there as well. And it's called Revitalize Your Life. It's actually a little booklet. It's not very long. And it's just got some cool tips and stuff in there. And so I really had a lot of fun putting this together. And I actually go back in there and look at it and go, oh yeah, that's pretty good. And so, and I do share the couple of the supplements in there. So that is called Revitalize Your Life. And Timmie, if you want to share the link with them, you can share the link and where they can get that at. And it's free. So it's just my gift to you. And I think it just gives you some good information and helps me to kind of share it that way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Laura, I love it. Laura, is there a way for people, like if they're interested in trying a supplement or something like that, not sure if, it's right for them or something like that, what can they do? Is there a
Okay,
place?
so with that, I actually also put together, if they want to find out like what's in the supplement, and by all means, you always should check with your doctor. But what's in the supplement to see if it's good for them. It's all natural. These supplements are all natural. But what I did is I went a little step further and I put a little guide together. And it looks like this. And they're called Lights On and Lights Off. And within this, there's a video, there's a QR code for a video, but it also talks about what the supplements do, what they're for. And then I also added what all of the ingredients are. So you'll be able to see what the ingredients are. You can research them and what each one does for you. And so that's kind of a cool way, because I've always, when I go and look at things, I'm like, okay, what's in it? Well, I can look at the ingredients on the back of the, container or whatever, but I'm like, okay, well, what is that? Or what is that? Or what does that do? Or what can that help me with? Some of my favorite ingredients in these is like in the Lights On, it has like plant-based glucosamines, which is really great for your joints, because a lot of the glucosamine that you get in that pill form is like fish, and your system kind of washes it out. And so it's got resveratrol, and it's got hydration and 70 plant-based minerals. And so that's super important right now. As we evolve, our supplements all evolve, and you'll see more and more of this. And then our Lights Off is really good. It's powered by GABA and L-theanine. And so there's the two really powerful ingredients that just help your body relax. And it doesn't make you, it's one of those things where it just doesn't make you go to, you pass out, you don't wake up. Some of these over-the-counter supplements that you get, it just makes you relaxed. It gets you into that realm sleep, and you can still wake up if the grandbaby wakes up. In my case, then yeah. So I literally have been, and I'll tell you how I believe that these worked for me in the beginning. And it was funny because I was very, oh, really? Like there's 1,000 of those out there, it's not, you're just doing this because you joined this company and whatever. And so I started taking it, and I started to notice the difference. And I decided to myself, I thought, you know what, I'm going to stop taking it. And then I'm going to see if it made a difference. Because I was pretty healthy, right? 14 years ago, I don't know, I was like 30, 40, whatever. And so I've always been healthy. I've never taken aspirin or that kind of thing. I don't go to the doctor very much because I've always tried to stay on the natural side. And so I stopped taking it. And that's when I realized, I went, wow. Because I would go to the bank and I would drink my coffee in the morning, and it would give me the jitters, right? And I'd find myself with half a cup of coffee, and I was throwing it away. And with this, I didn't have to do that because it didn't give me that crash. And so it was just really good. And now it's been every day for the last 14 years. And it's just something that we just won't get away from. So they're instant gratification. And that's what I really loved about them, because you knew it right away. So
Wonderful.
yeah. Yep.
Laura, is there a place where people can maybe try a sample or something?
Yes. So they could go to, what's the link? livingyourmaxlife.com/sample journey. And they can get a 3-day sample. which would be 6 lights on and 3 lights off. And and they could, and that'll give them idea, because like I said, they are instant gratification, so they'll know right away whether they're good for them or not. But if they go to that link, they can get this guide, and it will show them everything about it before they decide that they want to purchase them.
Okay, so Laura, the link for that is livingyourmaxlife.com/sample
Journey.
sample journey. Okay, I will put that on the screen.
I'm sorry. No, Timmie, I'm sorry. That is for the samples, but for this booklet, it's / lights on off.
Okay.
Yes, I'm sorry.
No worries, no worries.
Yep.
No, we have like lots of different things going on.
Things going on, yeah.
So this is the one where they can find out what are the ingredients and stuff, right?
Yes.
What's included in the supplements. Okay.
Yes. Yep.
I love it. And Laura, I have a question. So I don't do a lot of different supplements. I recently started to use a few different ones just for something Martha recommended for my gut, and one or two other things that I recently started taking, which I feel that it's helping, but it's still like in the pill form, right? So the supplements you're suggesting, how do you take them? Are they like in powder form? Like,
Yes.
what do you do?
Yep. They're in powder form, so you just mix them with a bottle of water, or you can put them in your blender. I actually mix mine in a blender, and I put some lemon in with it because I just like that. Lemon's good for you. And so, or you can just mix it in a bottle of water, shake it and take it. And then the lights off is powder form, but you just mix that in like 2 ounces of water, and you drink that about 30 minutes before you go to sleep. When you lie down and just start, you don't want to drink a bottle of that because you'll be up and I headed to the restroom. So yeah, no, just 2 ounces of water at nighttime. So yeah, it's really nice.
Okay, wonderful. And out of everything that you've tried, which is one of your personal favorites that you like recommend to anyone and everyone?
These 2 are my favorites. We've got some others. We've got a great one called Immunizen for your immune system, which I will be promoting here in the near future. But these 2, honestly, I would have to say probably are my most favorite, because the other ones you take daily, those are in pill form, which are really, really good for your immune system. And Lord knows we all need that, right? Yeah. With all the things that are going around. So I would say probably those 2. And then I also have a collagen one that I mix in my yogurt, which is really good. And it's orange.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
So the ones you recommend us try are lights on, lights off first, right?
First,
We try those, and then there is an it's called
Immunizen. Yeah,
Immunizen.
Immunizen. Yes,
and
that's a good one.
collagen.
And there'll be some information if we'll go to my page, livingyourmaxlife.com. They'll be able to see some information on those other products. I just love the lights on and lights off because that's just every day. It's the cycle, energy in the morning and your sleep at nighttime.
Yeah. So, friend, I'm definitely going to try them, right? Because I am in that phase right now where I'm having trouble sleeping, falling asleep, and having trouble waking up the next morning also. So, so I'm definitely going to give that a try. Thank you for suggesting both of these. Do you like drinking coffee? Totally random question.
I when it's cold, I get the craving for coffee.
Okay.
But my problem is I like flavored coffee, and I like, and then you start adding all the sugar and all the stuff. And so, yeah. And coffee will give me the jitters. So if I was going to drink it, it would be just a little bit in the mornings or when it's cold. But I would drink it for the flavor, and I have to really sweeten it up. And so that adds a lot of that corn syrup, stuff that's in those sweetener, those coffee sweeteners, or you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, so yeah.
Okay, so Laura, I have to ask you a question. So I know that when you joined Michelle's program and then you and I connected, there was still a time when you were not sure if my program or my mastermind was right for you or not, right? I want you to kind of take me back to that time. What made you decide to join? And then what has been something that you have truly enjoyed about being in my mastermind, being in my community?
So sorry about that. So in the beginning, because I didn't know tech, right? I didn't really know what I needed. And it was like I knew what I needed, but I didn't know what I needed. And so I was like, okay, um, you know, I didn't know how to build funnels. I didn't know what a landing page was. I didn't know what I didn't know how to do a sales page, how to, any of that. All of that piece, there's more to it than just building a funnel. There's a lot of pieces that go with it. And so I really didn't know what I needed until I actually um, reached out to you and you shared with me all the things that would come with it. And when I saw that and I went, check, 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 it was all those things. And I was like, this is everything in one. So I didn't have to, because I've spent a lot of money over the last couple years. I mean, a lot, trying to figure out how to do this one piece and how to do that one piece. And then you got to have this program for this one, and you got to have this program for this one. And then to put all the pieces together. And it was just, the learning curve was like unreal. And so when I saw yours and I just saw that it was everything in one place. That's when I knew. That's when I knew. And then when we started the mastermind, I still wasn't quite sure. I was kind of like, I don't know, am I in the right place? You know, there's different people doing different things and I'm doing different things than what they're doing. And I had a little bit of a struggle at first. But then I thought, you just keep going, because I feel like this is where you're supposed to be and this is what you're supposed to do. And so I just kept going. And as I started taking action and started putting those pieces into play and following along with the things that you provided, it all started coming together. And now we're at the point where we're just evolving and building and growing. And yeah, it was the best thing. It was the best thing, not only for my business, but the friendships that we've made is like just icing on the cake. It is just, it's just incredible. And we're all growing our businesses together. And so, yes, yeah.
So
I'm extremely clear now.
Laura,
Yeah.
just seeing everything that you've built, ever since we were working together, it is just so amazing. It warms my heart just seeing all of the beautiful things that you're putting out there, right? Your website, your different landing pages for different programs and things like that, how beautiful and branded and everything looks, right? You put your heart and soul into everything that you touch is just so amazing. So a huge kudos to you. And also I see how much it has helped ever since Chris joined your team as a virtual assistant, right? How
Yes.
she's able to help you with building each of the steps, even, since joining the mastermind. So I definitely see like amazing things happening for you. Is it okay if we share your website real quick? Can I show
Sure.
it on screen?
Mhm.
Like, this is what I love to do.
Yeah. Yes, the VA on top of it. Chris is amazing. Chris is amazing. And so that was just an added benefit that was just like, I was like, wow, I can do this too. Yeah. And I so need that, because we're all so busy and we're creating and we're doing and we're sharing and all that we do need help. We need help. And so it's good to have that. And Chris does a phenomenal job. She does an absolute phenomenal job.
And all of the guides that you've created, all of the videos that you've put together, there is a lot of work that goes into, building things like these. And, you are just such a trooper, my friend, just going after it and doing it step by step, right? Following the process and just showing up and doing the work. So here is the Revitalize Your Life guide, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's that page, looks so beautiful. And then there is the lights on, lights off.
Yep.
Where people can grab that to learn more about these. And then, Laura, is the sample one okay to share also?
Yes.
That page looks so
And it's mhm.
sample journey. I feel like I haven't even seen this yet. So this is I think
Well, this is something new. We're going to reach out to, I want to reach out to 100 individuals that want to be part of this, because I want to get some, um, take them on the sample journey over 3 days. It's a 3-day journey, and just to get their feedback on what the lights on and lights off has done for them, what they felt, how they feel in the beginning, how they felt afterwards. And I think it'll just be a fun way to interact with folks and just get some great feedback on the products.
Yeah, I love it. So I think I saw like the plan when you put it together. I think I saw
Mhm.
that. I don't think I've seen this page before. So this is like brand new even for me. So that's amazing.
Yeah.
So beautiful. You
So
must
that's
feel so great, my friend, doing this. This is amazing.
It's fun. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. And like I said, I couldn't have done it without going through you and learning all this stuff, and then adding Chris to the mix and having her to be able to teach me, in this, within the tech world as well, and just coming up with ideas and helping with social media. And there's a lot to it out there, but it is so super exciting. It's so much fun. It really is. It is so much fun to create something and be able to share it with people, because you know that you're going to be able to help them. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So
That is amazing. Okay. So it is tradition whenever I have guests on my live stream, we do like a round of rapid fire questions. Is it okay if we dive into that?
yes. Yes, I knew you were going to do this.
We totally don't overthink this, right? We just
Right.
just go with it. It'll be fun.
Okay.
So first one is super easy. What's your favorite meal?
Pasta, of course. Italian marinara. Yeah.
Okay. Love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
What is one of your favorite activities?
Favorite activities would probably be swimming. I love to swim. I don't know. I mean, there's so many: gardening, cooking,
I was gonna say,
running.
I learned something new. I didn't know you love to swim, so that's something
Yes,
new.
I
I've
do
not.
love it. Mhm.
Awesome. One of your favorite seasons?
My favorite season would be spring.
Mm.
Yes, spring. I love spring. Everything's new.
I was gonna say, surprise, surprise.
Yes, spring. Yep.
Okay, Laura, what is something that really makes you angry?
Oh, what makes me angry? I don't know, when I don't get out of my own head, right? Maybe we all face that. It's like, stop it and just move on. Yeah. I guess that would be the only thing that makes me really angry.
Okay. What is a change you want to see in the world?
Peace.
I'm right there with you. I
Yes.
so pray for that.
Yes. Peace and love.
Mhm.
Yep.
Laura, what is a memorable childhood either game, toy, or activity? When you think about that, it just
The easy bake oven.
oh,
That and the cash register, which kind of makes sense, right?
Mhm.
And it's funny that you asked that, because I love to cook and I was a banker. So that's kind of wild. Yeah, no, those were the two. I love playing store, and I love the easy bake oven.
Mhm. What has been one of your favorite vacations?
My favorite vacation would probably be, we would go to the Keys every year and we'd go lobstering. And we've done that for quite a few years. And so that would be probably the favorite, because the whole family went.
Okay.
And so we would all go out in the boat and go lobstering. And so, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what about that you love? Is it
Yeah, well, it's the whole family, and we get away, and the Keys are beautiful. And I mean, it's just, yeah, it's just really nice. And we get one great big huge house, and everybody stays there, and it's just a nice time.
so wonderful? I want to see pictures from that.
Okay.
Okay, Laura, what's one of your favorite books?
Now would probably be Trust Your Vibes.
Hmm.
Trust Your Vibes. It's by
Okay.
Sonia Coquette. I think I have it.
Yep. I think you
Yeah.
recently shared that in the mastermind link,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yep.
What do
That's
you
one of
love?
my newest favorites. Yes.
What do you love about it?
Because it teaches you how to trust your vibes, and y- some people just don't dive into that, or don't um, feel that. And a lot of times we think more with our head than you could call your vibes your gut. You could call it your intuition. You could call it whatever you want to call it. But we all have it. And if you just follow that vibe and learn how to use that to move you forward, your whole life will change. Your whole life will change. And so it was just really incredible. I struggled with that. And so there's a lot of clarity coming from that book, and some others that I've read. But just trusting your vibe and how powerful our own intuition is in teaching us what we should be doing, and um, where we should be focusing, or what direction we should be going in. And I think that if people just really start to learn how to follow their vibes, they'll get to where they want to be, for sure. Yeah.
Fantastic. I love seeing you model that for us. So it is beautiful. Speaking of modeling, who has been an inspirational role model for you?
Oh gosh. Right now, and the season of my life right now, I would have to say, all of y'all. Michelle Cunningham has been, um, when I first saw her ad, I was really taken by her energy, and um, what she was giving, and what she was offering, and that kind of thing. And I was like, wow, it just was very inspirational. It was very, that's where I want to be. The kind of people that I want to be around. That's where I feel, that's where I feel close to right now. And that's where I want to be. I want to be that lively and energetic, and I'm not saying that just physically. I'm saying lively, energetic, and positive, and the willingness to help so many others around her. I think she's a really good role model, and I think we all kind of feel that way, in a sense. So, yeah, I would say Michelle at this time. Yeah, and you,
I,
Timmy.
I love, love, love it. She's such a blessing to so many.
Mhm.
It's just amazing. I love her book. I love her programs. I love her community. I think she's has one of the best communities on this planet. So it's just amazing.
Yes, I agree.
Uh, Laura, I'm looking over here because that's where my questions are.
Okay.
So let's see. Um, my friend, how do you want to be remembered?
How do I want to be remembered? Oh, um, I'll be remembered as Lolly. That's my grandmother name. My grandkids call me Lolly. In fact, all of their friends call me Lolly. It's so funny. Even my grandson's friends at school. He's 4. He's fixing to be 5. But I walk up and they're like Lolly, and so that's just really cool. But I think just my loving nature, my willing to help and do and be there for them. And my oldest comes over for lunch all the time and brings his friends for lunch. And I don't know, it's kind of like I'm kind of living that. That's what I want to be. I want them to know they can come to Lolly's, and they're safe, and they're good, and I'm gonna feed them, and it's gonna, and we're gonna have fun. I'd love to have a lot of fun. So there's always something to do here. And if there's not, I'm gonna create it, or that kind of thing. So I think just fun. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know.
Love, 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 love the sound of that. And I feel like I want to be there.
Yes, you come, come. Absolutely. Oh,
Laura, what is a quote or saying that you live by?
um, I want to say seize the day. That's a common one. Um, I don't know. I just seize the day. I mean, we're here today. Be present.
Mhm.
Be present and enjoy today. Yeah.
Love it.
Them. Yeah.
I see you showing up as that, right? No matter what happened yesterday, you're like, today's a
Yeah.
new day.
Yeah.
Today's a
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Go for it. I love that. Wonderful. Laura, it has been an absolute pleasure having you here. I will give you the last word. Anything you want to share, anything you want to inspire my friends and your friends to do more of, please share that. And I have your website up as well, so they can check out some of the guides and programs you've shared. It has been amazing having you here.
Thank you, Timmie. It's been amazing to be here with you. And so thank you so much for inviting me to do this. This is really, it's been better than I even thought it would be. So, yeah, I just want to share that if anybody's looking to do the things that we've done to get to the place that we are and building our businesses, definitely check out Timmie and Simplify One Thing, because it really has made a huge difference. A huge difference. And just the collaboration and now being able to share the things that we do together with others around us is incredible as well. So, through Michelle Cunningham's group, through your group, Timmie, and now being able to share mine, I think it's just incredible overall. So, yeah, I definitely suggest anyone that's looking to please look you up, because it is going to take their business to the next level for sure.
Thank you so much, friend. I love you, and I can't wait to have you back.
I love you too. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for watching us. Please use #replay to let us know that you watched it. Check out Laura's website if you would like to have my website. I guess I can put that up too. Actually,
Yes.
I would love people to check out the mastermind program, which is at dreambelievelaunch.com. That program, I feel like that basically lights my heart on fire, being able to do that. So definitely check that out, and we will be back another time.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Timmie.
Bye.
Bye-bye.